what I've got going on in here, this is our little garlic press, you know, to mince up our garlic. And we got some spicy pickled garlic is what I'm using inside there. Like anything that you're going to add to the vinaigrette, you need to add before you get your oil going. So, anyways, all that we're doing there is we're just mincing up the garlic. Okay, it's just that simple is what it is. What I like about this tool here is that it's really easy to clean. You know, when you take it, let me take it up here. This one I'm just going to tap it off just to get it off. Okay. And what's also real nice about it is that this part here, it just pushes out, so you can just scoop it off. Okay. Those of you that do fresh garlic, you understand what I'm talking about. It gets caught in all those little gadgets. It gets caught in the blades. It's really hard to get out. This thing is probably the best. We've sold different styles of mincers. This is probably the best one that I've had so far, and this one is really nice. All right, so this is our whisk. This is our whisk we're going to use. Very simple. You just push down on it. Okay, it's real easy. Gets things mixed up. Gets things going. Works great in cake batters, waffles, pancakes, anything that you want to kind of mix up and get going. Eggs, if you do scrambled eggs, this thing's amazing for scrambled eggs. It works really wonders. Okay. Jules just sold one of these today. So, it can't get any easier than this, really. And it mixes things up just like there's no tomorrow. So, again, as I said, what we're going to do here, and we're experimental here, is that we're going to slowly add our oil into it as we get the vinegar. You know, basically what we're doing is we're opening up the pores inside the vinegar. When we're using the balsamic, when we're using our balsamic and we're doing this, you're going to notice that the balsamic and the mixture is going to get really thick. I'm curious to see how this one's going to wind up turning. It looks like it's still pretty thin, but the balsamics will get thicker. Our standard ratio for a vinaigrette is a 3-to-1 ratio. When you're using our balsamics, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Okay, and that's because our balsamics, the thickness of our balsamics is already reduced, so you know the consistency is much better. If you use this method when you're making a vinaigrette, it'll stick and hold for a week or 2 weeks easily in the refrigerator. Okay, it won't separate on you. This is really nice. You know, the beauty of it, it dries it out. I say it dries it out, but it gets the water off, all the excess water off. And as you can see, it's all scraping down into the bottom on it. Very simple, very easy mechanism inside of it. It's got a little switch here to stop it if we want to stop it. The also nice part about this one here too is it has a lock button on the latch. You can store it because this is sealed. It actually seals up inside here, so it makes it really nice. This is probably the most challenging thing that I've done with this so far is sun-dried tomatoes. These are sun-dried tomatoes. They're in oil, so they get a little slippery. But the beauty of this, these are very sharp, first of all. This whole unit comes apart. It does come with a little case that goes over this for storing. And the unit does come apart for cleaning. The whole thing can go into dishwasher. Again, the blades don't come out of there, but it does clean very easily. Okay, and then it locks into place. Okay, is the way it is. And so that's all she wrote there. This here, when you're doing herbs, you'll find it's just going to be amazing. We're going to do a couple different things with it tonight. Like I said, the tomatoes are probably the most challenging thing that I've come up with. But again, if you ever try cutting things and especially herbs, it's real tough. But this just, as you can see, it's just pretty simple. A whole lot easier than that knife, that's for sure.
Yes, I can't tell you how many of those you've sold.
So, again, what we're going to do is we're going to use this little Fandango guy here. And this little guy here, we're just going to drop these little tomatoes in here. And this works great for, you can use it for olives, you can use it for grapes, you can use it for, I guess you can use it for just about anything that'll fit inside there. And really, technically, we're just going to slide that down because then we have more slice. Okay. So, easy, right? Easy? Anybody want to try? Because it's pretty hard. And we get that nice perfect slice. So again, grapes, olives, you name it, and it just slices them down. Pretty fun. Okay. Everybody cries, right, when we cut onions. So we got our little onion chopper here. This little guy here, this comes with, it's got multiple pieces to it. I say multiple pieces. So there's two blades. There's a small square, and then there's one that has large squares in it also for larger. We're going to go ahead and use a smaller one right now, just so we can chop up the onion a little bit smaller. Again, dishwasher. Everything goes in the dishwasher. Take it out, toss it in the dishwasher. So in this particular case, so then we just chop them up, is all we're going to do. Sure is a whole lot easier than your traditional knife. And then what we wind up with is our onion already chopped up pretty nice.
Nice little uniform pieces.
It really
too.
is.
Yeah.
It really is.